You're listening to the Laura London Fitness Show with your host, Laura London.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Laura London Fitness Show. Today, I have a very special guest, my friend Sean Vigue from SeanVigueFitness.com. Sean is the most watched yoga and Pilates guy on the planet. We met a couple of years ago on YouTube and have been friends ever since. So, Sean, I just want to welcome you and thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Laura. It's always great to talk to you.
Awesome. Well, so I want to start talking about kind of your background and how you got started. Were you always in yoga and Pilates, or kind of start there, Sean?
No, actually, funny, I was talking about this with somebody yesterday. I started, when I went to college, for theater and music. And I studied in college, and when I graduated, I went out and I performed professionally for many, many years, probably over 10 years. Actually, that's what brought me to Florida. Originally, I'd never been to Florida before. I came down to do theater because there's so much professional theater all over Florida. And I was very immersed in that. I was very disciplined. I traveled all over doing theater. I trained. I sang opera. And I always loved fitness. I started working out when I was in high school, probably not very well. But in theater, we always had free gym memberships that we would go to. So I would always go to the gym. Friends of mine would come with from the theater company. A lot of times I started training them also because I had a limited knowledge of fitness, but I knew my way around a weight room. This is before I ever did any sort of yoga or Pilates. But I was forced into pretty much taking dance classes because I didn't train as a dancer at all. I was a singer, actor. We called it park and bark, where you stand and you sing. I had heavy feet. I could walk, but I remember an ex-girlfriend of mine criticizing my heavy feet once when I would try to dance or do simple moves. I would thump. I didn't have very good body control.
Yes.
So when I would go to New York in between shows a lot, my best friend lives in New York, I started taking dance classes. And it was in those dance classes that the instructors started to do yoga, like yoga warm-ups, and also we would do core work, which I never really thought of it that way. When I was younger, you do big things. You do bench press, you do squats. You like those big movements, and you flex in the mirror for a while.
Right.
You don't get very far past that. That's kind of the rite of passage at that age.
Yes.
But I started doing those body weight exercises in addition to the dance, and they went so well together because the more you would do the yoga, the breathing, the focus, the stretching, and the more you would do the Pilates, the core strengthening, the better your dancing would be. You'd have better control over your body. You'd be very precise. Your body would respond so well. It'd be much more leaner than like bulky.
Right.
And then some of the theater companies I worked at too, we would have you'd have mandatory dance classes, and they would throw in all sorts of these kind of exercises. So long story short, I started taking the classes about 15 years ago, like at a gym in Orlando area, and I got hooked on them, and I eventually got certified and started teaching.
Awesome. That's great because I think, people need to realize that you weren't always into yoga and Pilates. And that's not, some of us are here now, but that's not where we started or had ever envisioned ourselves being, right?
Oh, of course. I mean, we've had talks about that. Like, you came from a very different position years ago when I read your book, which is right behind you there. I have it right over there. I should have it in the background too. But no, it's true that, oh, look at that. Where's mine? But yeah, it's true. Everybody, you assume they've always done it. That's a really good point because we're so passionate about it.
Right.
Like, we've done it forever. But there was a time I had no idea what Pilates was. I remember one time doing a show, and one of the other guys in the show was a Pilates instructor. I had no idea what that was. And he used to do a Pilates workout before the show. He would be in the green room on the floor doing the Pilates 100. It looked really strange. I was always open to stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Right.
Yeah, he's doing that. And looking back, I don't think his form was very good. Until I said that. But now I'm like, well, he could have done that better. But, there's some spark or something along the road that really triggers that interest in us. And when I first started taking Pilates and yoga classes, I said, and this is dumb, never say never, but I said, oh, I don't want to teach it. I just want to take the class. And then
Right,
within
right.
like a week, I'm like, I want to lead the class. So how do I do that? So I figured out how to do it, and I started teaching.
That's awesome. Well, I know you have a lot of different certifications. What are some of the other certifications you have?
Uh, I've done a lot. I got to get back on those too. I've done Pyo. Pyo's interesting. Have you done?
Yeah, yeah, I like it.
Is that was fun. It's like everything we love, really frenetic.
Yes.
Moves pretty fast. The Pilates and they do a little cardio in there, and the dance, the balance. I've done yoga. I've done Pilates. What else have I? I'm ACE certified too. So certified as a personal trainer, and that branches out.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly, I study every day. I'm always studying different facets of the fitness world, whether it's movement or physiology, kinesiology. I get more out of self-study or observation than I ever would out of certification usually.
That's funny. I'm very, very much the same way. I like to see everything that's out there and then trial and experiment with it.
Well, yeah, I was watching. You posted something a couple weeks ago. You're doing these plank, jumping jack push-ups and planks, and I was watching it. I'm like, I want to do that, So and then you watch and then you try it yourself and you figure it out. That's what I love about this business.
Yeah. It took me a long time too, because when I first started, I couldn't even do one push-up. Now I'm like doing explosive push-ups. So people really, really need to understand that if you stick with something, you can do amazing things.
The consistency, and to really enjoy it. That's what we work hard on. That it's like, enjoy this. This is fun.
Yeah,
this is life giving. It gives you so much energy. Never make it a burden.
Yeah,
because your mind will just check out, and the workout will suffer.
For sure, change the way you think about fitness and exercising. So your videos, I know you started out here in Florida. I don't know how you filmed in Florida because it's so hot all the time, and now you're in Colorado and you have this gorgeous scenery that you're always filming in. I'm so jealous.
Oh, you should be. Yeah, you should be. Everyone should be, but everyone can come here and film too if they want.
I saw one where you're like, I'm keeping my socks on for this video because I really like my feet and I want to keep them, but I suggest if you're working out at home, don't have socks on. I thought that was funny.
Of course. Well, when you're outside, you adhere to whatever conditions you're filming in. Like my desktop photo right now behind you is I was on top of a mountain called Elephant Butte a couple days ago, and I mean all you have up there are rocks. They're huge rocks. I had my mat with, so at least that gave me a little comfort. I would lay it down and I would film, but I cut up my feet a little bit. But I like that. I'm weird that way. I like to be out in the kind of the wild filming because it's further proof that these workouts, take them anywhere, do them anytime. You don't have to be where I am. Of course, you could be in your house wherever you are, but I want to be out here. And I find the comments I get too is people absorb that backdrop. They love it. It gives them extra energy to be outside like that.
Oh, it's like we're with you there. That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
When I film, everyone's in my dining room with me.
It's like a party.
Yeah.
So let's all do it together. We'll all work out together, and then you'll leave feeling great. Go out and spread that energy to other people.
Yes, for sure. So you have a great philosophy. It's got core. You have it on your shirts. You say it all the time. Tell us, why the core is so important when it comes to fitness.
Well, the core, that's your abdominals, lower back. In Pilates, they say also your hips and glutes, but think of it as your center. If your core is weak, everything falls. The core is I was teaching class yesterday, and while I had them in some probably difficult plank position, I was lecturing them on the core. And I was saying the core is the trunk. The core is the center of your body. Every movement originates in the core, and it passes through the core. And I used to do this too. I would just train my abdominals. So you just train the front, you neglect the rest, your lower back, your obliques, your glutes, and your abdominal get too strong and you have an imbalance in your core, and that results in discomfort and pain and an inflexible core. So I always talk first going back to the center, to go to the center. Joseph Pilates called it your powerhouse, your center of strength. So that when your core is strong, when it's functional, when it's flexible, every other movement you do, every movement from big movements to small movements will benefit from that. You'll have such a great connection. That's why I love planks. I always talk about planks. Do planks because it always brings it right back to the center.
Oh my, I know planks. They're challenging. They really, really are. But
and I know mentioning planks, a lot of people go, but like you said about push-ups, do them a few times. You're like, this is amazing. I could hold this much longer, and everything's actually working together now.
See, I'd rather do a push-up than a plank. I'm gonna have to work on that. I'm gonna have to work more.
Debate, yeah, the whole push-up plank debate. Just do a push-up, then hold a plank. There you go. Do both.
There we go. All right. So you have this amazing book, Power Yoga for Athletes, which I love, love, love. Tell us about this and why you created Power Yoga for Athletes.
That book, there it is right there.
Yeah, I'm going to show everyone. It's got like all about your body. It shows you all different yoga moves and what portions of your body you're working, and then Sean gives you all these different sequences to do. It's an amazing book.
Thank you, Laura. You notice the photos too were taken in Florida.
Yes.
In the photos of me, you see how much I'm sweating. It was like 90 degrees. The photo shoot was very good, but it was a tough one. It was very hot. It was June in Florida.
Oh gosh,
muggy, and we were outside. But you'd never know that looking at the book with the models because it's the white backdrop. Looks like we're in a studio.
Yes.
That book started something within myself as far as writing because I never planned to do a book, but it was actually the publisher of that book, Fair Winds Press, that contacted me first because they had the idea for the book and they didn't have an author. So they started doing a bunch of online searches like yoga for athletes, power yoga for athletes, and my name kept popping up. And they saw my videos. That's why it's great to keep marketing yourself because you never know what's going to come along. And they contacted me about it, and we had a great conversation. Like, sure, I'll do the book. I was a little nervous, but I had to do it. Something new. And that book is I like that. I kind of struggled with how deep do you go with a book? How technical?
Right.
And I'm like, well, I want to keep it very usable, very on the level, because athletes. They're already moving. You don't have to motivate them to get up.
Right.
All you have to do is tell them exactly what to do. So if you can spell it out as clear and concise as possible, nice photos, good descriptions, what muscles this works, and also what sports this pose really benefits.
Yeah, I love that.
I know, and that's how we do it in our videos. It's like do this, and do that. And I got to add 25 workout flows in there too, because what good the pose is great, you learn it, but what do you do after that? It's like learning a word in another language, but how do you put it into a sentence? So with the flows, all different levels, and then there's training logs. So I'm very proud of that book because it's a perfect representation of what I do in this industry.
Yeah, you really should. It's starting to thunder here. You really should be. Guys, if you don't have this, definitely get Sean's book, Power Yoga for Athletes. Where can they get it, Sean?
Well, you can get it at Barnes & Noble. If it's out, you can ask them to order more. It's at Books A Million now, I believe. It pops up all over the place, and you can always go to Amazon and get it.
That's the easiest.
Too.
Amazon Prime. Boop.
Yeah, me too. Amazon is so great. Click, click. Boom, it's on your doorstep. That's pretty amazing. We're spoiled.
It's very dangerous. Things are always arriving at my house with my daughter's name on them via my Amazon Prime.
You don't remember what it is. Like, what is? Oh, I ordered that. Okay.
Yes.
That gets scary.
Yes. So I know you created another type of, tell me about it, Pilata.
Oh, Pilata. I'm working on another book right now, a 30-day program, and I'm throwing in some Pilata workouts. Pilata, I created that in 2009 or 2010 because I've been doing videos now since June of 2009, so we're celebrating like 7 years of sweaty videos. That was in Florida, all just going out whenever. Pilata it's combination of cardio, Pilates, and power yoga with a nice yoga cool down. So it's like interval training, throwing in the core work. It's body weight, and they're short. The longest they go is about 20 minutes because they're very intense.
Yeah.
So as far as calorie scorching, it's very effective. As far as total body control, core strengthening, flexibility training, also building lean muscle mass. There's a lot of push-ups in there too. A lot of different push-up variations that flow into power yoga and Pilates. So I'm going to reignite that. I've been filming a few of those, And it's fun because I always want to create something new with every workout or
Right.
everything I do. You want it to be practical, of course. You just want to create something new for the sake of it, but you want it to be
Right.
challenging and different movement patterns. So Pilates was a great way for me to do that, to throw something of my own in there that I don't see much of that. I don't see interval training that combines Pilates and power yoga.
No, I actually have not done one of your Pilates workouts. I'm going to have to do that. I will let you know.
You'll like it. Just type in Pilates. And I filmed one a few months ago out here in the driveway filming, but you have the nice backdrop, of the mountains, so it's okay.
I love it. You just set up anywhere. It's hysterical.
I do. I really, it's intoxicating to me. I can't not do it. Like today, I'm probably going to go hiking out with Addie somewhere, and I have some ideas for some videos. And as I'm walking, they'll kind of create themselves in my mind.
Head.
I have an idea, and then, okay, by the time I get to the spot, I know what I'm going to film.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So Addie comes with you. She's in your videos. Half the time she's kind of on top of you, attacking you. Tell us about Addie.
Eating a lot of grass. She eats a lot of grass. I have to stop and stop eating the grass.
Does she like to do yoga?
Well, she has down dog, but all dogs do that. That's when they're impatient and they want to go.
Yes.
A fact about Addie is Addie hates going for walks. She doesn't like to walk. Like around the neighborhood, we live in a beautiful neighborhood. There's hills and mountains. It's like a comedy routine. You have to kind of pull her along and coax her because she doesn't like to walk. If she's with like my sister's dog, she walks like a champ. Like we met yesterday and went hiking with my sister and her dogs, and Addie leads the way. On a hiking trail, she's a little better. But sometimes if it's a trail she's been on before, she doesn't even want to get out of the car.
She's like, I've been there, done that.
She's like a cat.
That's funny.
But once we get like today, I'm looking and picture. We have this huge meadow at this trail. I think we'll film at. So it's nice. She can just wander around. She lays in the grass or in the shade while Daddy does his work. I'm filming and running around for like an hour. She just lays in the shade with her bowl of water. She's very happy.
Well, that's not.
But it's really nice to have her with.
Oh yeah.
And I'm very fortunate that I can put her in these videos. And I say this, it's true. I think I get more emails about Addie than about my workouts and such. They're like, oh, Addie. People send photos of their pets.
Yes. I know the first video I ever made was this ad video, and my white cat walks through the background, and I would get so many comments on just the cat walking through. So funny. So yeah, animals.
Because they don't care. We're all serious, and they whatever. They don't think that way. They're
they're just doing their thing. Like
and they just stare, or they jump around for We say for no reason, but they probably have a very good reason for doing it. Addie will just come out of nowhere and jump on me. It surprises me so much because a minute ago she was sound asleep in the shade. All of a sudden she jumps on me. So
it's funny.
They know when you hit record sometimes. All of a sudden it's jumping over.
Mine used to cry. They'd be like. Katie would love to be in the videos. Sometimes I see your dad. I've seen a picture of him sleeping. He's close by that he can help you out.
My dad will do anything in a video. He's great. I think he regrets when he was younger not being in theater and doing stuff like that. But now it's great because when I did theater, he could join in that. And also when I do these videos, he can join in. We're actually planning a book with him about stretches for seniors because he just turned 82. He's in very good shape.
Wow, fabulous.
And he stretches every day. I mean, he slacks sometimes like everybody, but I give him stretches to do. When I lived in Florida, he would come to some of my Pilates classes also.
Oh, that's so nice. That's really, really nice.
It was. Once I moved out of Florida too, we had a chat a few weeks ago, and I realized he really misses that. I mean, he comes to Colorado. He loves it here. But in Florida, they had a condo, and they would stay for months.
Right.
And the camaraderie of those classes are always so fun too. You all work out together and you meet all these people. A lot of really fun people. You have coffee afterwards.
Like a family.
Yeah, it's like those who exercise together stay together, I guess.
For sure.
But no, he's a good sport, and he'll be out here hopefully in 1 or 2 weeks, and we'll put him in the. He'll do anything.
He'll do a guest appearance.
Yeah, you want me to just run around in the background? Okay. He and Addie are like wrestling in the background.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Well, you and I did two collaborations. gosh, a couple of
Okay,
years ago.
we did. I know we did the cardio core
We
for
did
sure. We
cardio
talked
core.
about doing another one.
Did
We
we
have to do
only
it.
do one? I can't remember. Oh, okay. We did cardio core,
Uh-huh.
which is a very good workout, very popular, and I love the way we kind of planned it out, and you filmed your portions, I filmed my portions, and then we put them together.
Yeah.
So it's really cool being able to do that with other YouTubers, and I know you've done a lot of collaborations out there.
Mhm.
So that's really a good thing to do. And YouTube is amazing because you really can reach such a big audience,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's crazy.
It's I always refer to it as like a really good stock. Like you buy a stock, a dividend producing stock that while you
Yes.
sleep, while you eat, whatever you do,
Yes.
it's always grinding away.
Yep.
With views and comments and reaching more and more people going in the search engines.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty much the nucleus of my brand. Without YouTube, I mean, it'd be so difficult to reach all those people.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful platform to put something on there, let it go. It's always a little stressful. I mean, I've put thousands of videos out. It's still always when you release one. I don't know. Do you go through that? It's always, when you're getting it all set up with the tags, it's always like, and then once it's out there, you let it go. But there's always that moment of like, I'm putting it out there. It's like your baby.
Yeah. I remember in the beginning, like someone said, oh, you should just, make a video and put it out there. I'm like, I don't even understand. I made a video. I felt like I threw it out to the universe.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, people watched it. How do they even know it's there? I mean,
I know, isn't that how it suddenly, and then you'll get a comment like, I don't know who this person is. Because I just taught classes, so you know everybody that you're working with. And it's an interesting sensation at first when people you don't know are commenting. Luckily, they're saying nice things, hopefully.
I think they should get away with the down thumb button. I don't think anyone should give anyone a down thumb.
No one likes the down thumb button when you're a creator. But somebody told me that, the down votes actually act the same as the up votes as far as pushing the video up.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be down votes. I've had long discussions with other fitness YouTube people about that, and I'm like, whatever. I always get some. It doesn't really bug me. But the first one, you have to get the first one out of the way.
Yeah.
You first start putting video out, and you get a downvote. You're like, damn. It's that first rejection. Then you move on.
And you're like, okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's all good. I always say, love myself, not hurting anyone. It's all good. So put your head down at night on your pillow. And
you have no idea who the person is.
No.
At first, you're like, I bet I know who this is. Like, you don't know who it is. Somebody, maybe, and everyone has their own reasons for upvoting or downvoting that we can't even comprehend, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't like his shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, I made a video yesterday. It was just a whole blooper reel. It will never ever come to YouTube. It was really bad.
Are you going to post it?
Oh gosh, no. I think, it probably would get a lot of likes because I had things popping out and falling out, but it was not good.
Just put blooper in the title. People love that.
Yeah.
I've made a couple of those with Addie. Just every time Addie would just like attack me while I was filming, those are always popular. Little behind the scenes.
That's because people want to see what really, really happens. So Sean, I know you have got more books in the works. Tell us what's coming up. Oh wait, your fitness app. What's coming up for you in the next year, and where everyone can find you on the internet?
I got actually, I'm doing an update for the fit. I'll just do this with my finger. Do an update for my fitness app right now. The fitness app came out a little over a year ago. That's right. We have similar because you have I really like yours too. Mine's video based. All videos and programs and stuff. Anything of mine, you can always go to SeanVigueFitness.com to get. And the app I update about once a month. I'm adding some new videos to it. And I have 3 books in the works right now. Laura, this is the summer, and I've been saying this in my video. You ever watch Seinfeld?
Yes.
The Summer of George.
Yes.
He talks about that. I call this a summer of reading, studying, and writing.
Wow.
Like I've checked out so many extra books from the library, health and fitness and everything, because I love to read. I'm like, well, it's the summer. I'm going to take a lot more time to read. I'm going to write a lot more, hone my writing skills, and also studying, studying the craft, studying other YouTube fitness people, studying, getting it all in the brain so I can offer the best possible product and always keep it fresh and new and challenging.
I love
So
it.
that's what I'm working on. I'm very in the moment kind of guy. I don't think too far ahead. If I'm really passionate and inspired right now, that does it for me. I'm very happy about that.
You
That's
can
what.
only do so much.
Yeah, exactly. And that part of that philosophy is that I was doing a little too much for a while. The angst was I used to feed off the angst, and after a while, I was like, I just don't like that feeling. After a while, it's hard. Running your own brand, it's you. You can't
Yes.
have the brand without you. You can't have you without the brand.
Yes.
A lot. It's not like you're working for a third party, so you have to learn on your own how to balance that out. I
Yeah.
used to, in the past, sometimes you used to lay awake at night thinking about things and ideas, and you're excited, but at what cost? It just overruns your whole life. So I've really done well at balancing that out.
Yeah, I remember we had a long conversation about that about a year ago because I was having some just like, do I continue? Do I
Mhm.
stop? So yeah, sometimes we just need to take a break or reevaluate and regroup, and we come back even stronger.
It's very
You
true, and
know?
people don't see that a lot because when we're filming, it's very exciting, but it's a 24/7 job if you want it to be. It
Yeah,
can overwhelm you, and there's so many options that it can drive you nuts sometimes. There's so many options of things to do in this
yeah,
business. And I go through that too sometimes. I just like, "Ugh." And when that happens, then I turn it off and I go do something else.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Go work outside, go read a book, go for a walk, just do something else.
Yeah,
Get it
change
off your mind,
scenery.
let it go. And it
Change.
actually feels great. Then you come back recharged.
Yeah,
In
for
theory, that
sure.
sounds like duh, but you have to learn it for yourself. Because I remember we had that conversation. I'm like, Laura, I know exactly what you're feeling. Because 24 hours a day, there's going to be times where you're just, God, I don't know what to do. Should I do something else? Maybe I'll do something else.
Yeah.
I've thought about that a lot too. Just,
I always say maybe I should just go back to being just
uh huh,
mom, and then I'm like, well, I am mom, but I love to do all these other
yeah,
things
you can do
too.
both.
So can do
Just the
both.
right frame of mind, you can do all of it
Yeah.
and balance it out. Because we always talk about that,
Yeah.
fitness wise, mentally wise, you balance it out. So.
Yeah.
But it happens to everybody.
It sure
It's
does.
amazing, but when the inspiration isn't there, sometimes it hurts.
Yes.
It hits you right in the
Yeah.
stomach.
Yeah, it does for sure.
Uh,
Wow. All right, Sean. So we got
Laura,
your app, we got your book, your website.
I remember I have 8 books out. I have that one paperback, and I have 7 ebooks also. Those are all at SeanVigueFitness.com.
Yes. So
Uh,
everyone visit Sean at SeanVigueFitness.com. And I want to thank you for being on the Laura London Fitness Show today, Sean.
thank you very much. Very excited.
And
Woke up a half hour ago. Now I'm wide awake. This is great.
yeah, we're in different time
I was
zones.
very excited to chat with you because we chat and we'll just talk for hours. I was looking at our old Skype
Yes,
calls. I'm like, ooh, an hour and a half?
I
Wow.
know. I know, it's funny. Well, I'm going to keep this one short. We're at about 27 minutes now, which I think is
Okay.
perfect for our viewers. So I want to thank you, thank you, thank you for being here today
My
and
pleasure.
sharing all your great information, knowledge, and just for being you.
Oh, I appreciate that, Laura. Great to talk with you always. And check out SeanVigueFitness.com and let's do another collaboration. We'll do
For
that.
sure. All right, everyone. Thanks. Have a great
Bye.
day. Bye bye.